Hello students, in the yesterday's class we were discussing about first law of motion. In today's class we shall discuss about second law of motion. Before going to second law of motion, you should understand a term called linear momentum. What is this linear momentum? Let us say I have two bullets. One bullet I will keep it in the gun, one bullet I will hold it in the hand and throw at a wall. One bullet should come out from the gun, one bullet should be from my hand. So which one will damage the wall more? Let us say you are in front of a wall, which one will damage the wall more? Obviously the one which came out of the gun, because it has more speed. Although two bullets have same mass, the one which came out of the gun, that will have more, that will show more effect over the wall. Next, let us say a lorry and a bicycle is hitting the wall at the same time with same speed. Which one will damage more, the lorry or the bicycle? It is obviously the lorry that hits the wall damages the wall more. So here both have same velocity, but because of difference in their masses, the lorry damages the wall more. In the first case both have same mass, but the bullet that came from the gun, it damages the wall more. So here there is a meaning if we combine mass and velocity of a body, that is called linear momentum. P is equal to mass into velocity, that is mass in motion, that is called linear momentum, which is m into v. The units of linear momentum are Newton second or kg meter per second. Because velocity is a vector, momentum is also a vector. So that's about linear momentum. Next we shall discuss small activities based on which we shall derive equation for Newton's second law of motion, that is we shall prove F is equal to ma. Let us take two ice blocks kept on a smooth surface having same mass. For one you apply more force, for the other one you apply less force. Let us say this is F and this is small f. You are applying, or you can take it as F1 and F2. Let us say F1 is greater than F2. What happens in this case? Which ice block accelerates more, first one or second one? Both will accelerate, but first one will accelerate more than the second one because you have applied greater force. In the next case, take two ice blocks of different masses and apply same force. If you apply same force, the one with smaller mass accelerates more, the one with greater mass accelerates less. This is again linked to momentum, right? So from these two activities you can say that F net is directly proportional to change in, that is change in momentum is directly proportional to the net force acting on it. Now remove this proportionality symbol and keep constant delta P by delta T. Suppose if this K becomes 1, F net is equal to delta P by delta T. F net is equal to delta mv by delta T. F net is equal to, we will bring m outside because P is equal to m into v. So m into delta v by delta T. F net is equal to m into change in velocity per time is acceleration. So F net is equal to ma. This is about Newton's second law of motion. The unit of F here is kg meter per second square. Kg meter per second square, or simply the force, unit of force, other unit of force is Newton. Here in the case of ma you can write it as kg meter per second square. Now from this activity it is clear that the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the net force acting on it. The more the net force, the more will be the change in momentum. It acts in the direction of the force applied. The body moves in the direction of the force applied. That is about Newton's second law of motion. The statement goes like this: the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the net force acting on it, and it moves in the direction of the body moves in the direction of the force applied. That is about Newton's second law of motion. That's about today's class, children. We shall continue in the next class.